Hey, here we go. Mickey from Cartel. Back on another kick-ass review. Going to review a non-alcoholic beer today, but I just want to touch base on 7 months ago. I done my last video on this channel. It wasn't really any intentions to really come back to the channel in any way. Maybe just to review a couple of non-alcoholic beers here and there. 7 months ago, I'd done the last video was in the hop yard, and not much come of it. The first lot of burrs come through, flowers come on, not a lot of growth, not a lot of yield come from that. I got a second flush, which I do every year. I generally get a second and third flush. This year I got a really good second flush, which would normally be what I'd get from a third flush off the binds. So there was enough there to do two basic, I guess, low hopped non-alcoholic beers, and so yeah, I've going to do two fresh hop beers. I was going to do a video. I did promise I'd do a video on doing a non-alcoholic beer, and I was mainly going to concentrate on doing a fresh hop or wet hop beer coming off the homegrown binds. But once again, it's sort of never eventuated. I've gotten really busy with work, and I'm concentrating a lot more on the other channels. There is another one now coming. I haven't put any content on that one yet, but it's going to be more of that camp cooking. But East Coast Camp Chasers, we have been out and about. We've done a couple of trips since I last spoke on this channel about the new channel starting. Not a lot of content there either, but content will increase. Once again, just getting our bearings, getting back into the camping, then we're going to venture out into other areas, but we're just fine-tuning everything at our most common spots. So up at McNamara Park in Broke, and certainly Liverpool Plains does hold a significant place with me. That's where I basically started my sober journey. My first camp back after going sober, getting back into camping, was up to the Liverpool Plains, to Wallabadar, and I've done a few other areas up there in that time as well. So no videos on that. We're still mucking around with what cameras we're using. We are going to go with the Insta 360. Really good camera. I'm starting to get my head around the features of that. That's a little bit hard to get used to. It's a little bit more technical than, I guess, the GoPros, and the DJIs are pretty much similar in a way with the Insta 360, but I'm really enjoying using that Insta 360. Once I get my head around some of the other features of that, there's going to be some really good videos coming for East Coast Camp Chasers. And Salt, which is the cooking channel, where we're going to be doing very traditional type of camp oven cooking, Dutch oven cooking. So go back, we're going to start chasing up some of those really old traditional historic recipes that are done in a Dutch oven or a cast iron camp oven, and concentrate on we'll do dampers, but we're going to do different varieties of dampers as well. There's lots of different dampers you can do. You can do dessert dampers as well, which I'm really interested and keen on trying. Anyway, I'm going to do this beer review today. It is the Bridge Road Free Time. These guys hail out of Beechworth, Victoria. Statement on the can goes: a vibrant, juicy pale ale with low bitterness and a clean finish, crafted without alcohol. So I just want to also reiterate that some people who are considered sober curious are those who will still drink non-alcoholic beers but occasionally indulge in alcoholic beers. I haven't gone back to any sort of alcoholic beers. I have indulged in beers that would be considered ultra low, which are anywhere up to 0.5. Just want to also reiterate that your body naturally produces 0.5% of alcohol through bacteria in the gut, fermenting your food and any sort of drinks that you consume. So having a 0.5% ultra low alcohol beer on top of your normal alcohol that your body produces doesn't actually add to anything. You'll get a placebo, which I do occasionally get a placebo if I drink a really nice non-alcoholic beer. I do get a placebo effect where I sort of, I get a little doughy and a little bit more happy, and that's just that thing. That's your brain sort of like associating that with having an actual beer. So yeah, a lot of people do experience placebo effects from non-alcoholic beers. I'm one of those people, but it doesn't happen all the time. Anyway, crack this one open. And yeah, I'm going to pour it up into the Hoppy Days Brewing Supply schooner glass as always. It's pretty much one of the only glasses that I've got left now. I've gotten rid of a hell of a lot, gave a lot away. Those lucky people that got some of those collectible glasses, ones you'll never see again. Yeah, big shout out to those who responded to that call out as well. Anyway, you can smell it as soon as you open the can. So it's one of those beers that I think is kind of it should be a good seller for people who are into non-alcoholic beers. Nice hazy beer. Oh, there's bubbles in the glass. I've given this glass a really good clean, but it's had ginger beer in there, so I've just tapped normal, like a soda stream or a Bundarum ginger beer coil mixer and gassed it up. So I've got different sorts of those running on tap. So yes, I'm still using the keg setup here, and just playing around with different things. Kombucha and all sorts of things are going to be going through the system. So it's a nice hazy pale ale beer. One finger head, like most of these non-alcoholic beers. They don't seem to hang around very long. This one's got a bit of a fluffy cap, so that's good. Looks nice in the glass. Oh, yeah, it smells fruity. It smells like a genuine pale ale, like an alcoholic style pale ale. The malt's there. It smells like a core range beer, which is really good. Nice bit of malt profile there. Really good hoppy profile. It's a little bit more bitter than a lot of other ones that I've had, and I like that because being a hop lover, my addiction to hops is never going to go away. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, I'm still always going to have that love and taste for hops. It's got a nice bitterness about it. Become really used to the non-alcoholic beers and the fact that they do create that essence, I guess. I don't feel like I'm missing out. So yeah, that's a good thing. And I'm really enjoying even just your sort of run-of-the-mill type ones that are made by for Woolworths or BWS or Liquorland. The tinnies one, I really enjoy that. Unfortunately, they've gone to a 16 pack in the tinnies. Used to be a 24 pack, but still 16 beers for I think for $24. And it tastes really nice. I really like that sort of beer. It's a nice beer to be able to throw in the fridge, and then obviously your Coopers and stuff as well. Anyway, I rate that. I don't mind it at all. I'll definitely go and grab some more while they're on special. Cheers for tuning in. Go and check out the other channel, East Coast Ham Chasers and Soot and Salt.